The cruelest trick the universe ever played on us was letting us meet after our lives were already built. Twin flames who met too late. We met after a lifetime of mistakes had already been written. Not small mistakes, the kind that build entire lives. The kind that carve paths so deep that turning around feels impossible. And yet there we were, two strangers looking into each other's eyes with the strange certainty that we had been searching for one another long before we even knew how to search. There was no introduction needed. Our souls did the talking first. A recognition so sudden, so electric, that the rest of the world fell quiet around us. Twin flames. The kind poets write about when their hearts are too full to contain the truth. The kind musicians chase when they write songs about longing. The kind of love that explains why art exists at all. Because when something this rare happens, language struggles to keep up. And yet, we met too late. That truth sat quietly between us like an unwelcome guest at the table. 20 years earlier and perhaps the universe would have looked different. 20 years earlier and the roads we traveled might have led us straight to each other. But life had already happened. Mistakes had already been made. Commitments carved into the timeline like scars that refused to fade. And I could see it in his eyes sometimes, that quiet torment. The question he never quite asked out loud. Why didn't we find each other sooner? Because when twin flames meet, there is no confusion, no hesitation, no wondering. You simply know. Mind, spirit, soul, every part of you recognizes home. And the love arrives so effortlessly it feels like breathing. No forcing it, no chasing it. It simply appears like it had been waiting patiently for the moment we finally collided. And the connection, God, the connection, beyond explanation, beyond reason, beyond anything the world tries to label. It was the kind of bond that made every poem suddenly make sense. The kind of feeling that explains why painters spend their lives chasing beauty, why musicians write songs that make strangers cry. Because somewhere deep down, every artist is trying to capture this exact moment, the moment the souls recognize each other. But recognition does not change time. And time had already written most of our story. Sometimes I wonder, should we have met at all? Would it have been easier to live an entire life never knowing what this kind of love feels like? Would ignorance have been kinder than this bittersweet miracle? But then I remember what it felt like each moment our souls touched. And I know the answer. Yes, we met too late. But a love like Thy7 for a moment is worth more than an entire lifetime of emptiness. Because to meet your twin flame even briefly is to understand what the heart was built for. And if I had the choice again, knowing everything I know now, I would still choose every second we had, even if time was never on our side.